Welcome back to the court update. Okay, this is going on right now. All right, in Columbus, Ohio, U.S. District Court of Ohio Southern District Division. You want to keep a close eye on these cases. All right, we're starting with this particular one. You have Algernon L. Marley, Kimberly A. Joseph on all these cases. I'm going to do separate videos on just to give a quick snippet on what's going on, and you'll want to pay attention. This is your public notice and announcement. These cases are public policy and public interest. You have Algernon Marvin Kimberly Joseph running interference to deliberately, intentionally ensure that the public doesn't have the awareness of the different types of corruptive practices that are patterns of practice of the defendants and actual state actors, judges and judge magistrates and attorneys, includes one another and different corporations and businesses and so on and so forth, actually committing crimes. Okay, that equate to fraud and a Rico. Yeah, they don't want you to know it. Okay, so this is your public awareness. They keep me, the plaintiff, out of the courts so that none of this information gets from the case record, because I actually have true grievances in need of redress as an inter-party fact. Because a lot of these individuals that you're now seeing named as defendants picked fights with me. They threw me in courts and shit like that. Or in some other type of arena, they may have harmed me or whatever. But they've been throwing my name in these courts and things like that under false pretenses. They make false statements and misrepresentations in courts. And what they're doing is actually frivolous. What they're actually doing is unlawful. And they're attempting to continue to severely harm me on purpose. Okay? And these are your public types of officials or that type of deal. And you need to know what's going on. And if you have judges and judge magistrates doing this type of shit, you definitely should know. Okay, because it might be treasonable, in fact. Okay, what we're finding out is some of these people don't even have an oath of office. The fuck? What's your oath of office? Algernon? Where's yours? Kimberly or Joseph? Where's yours? Okay, public, you have a right to ask, and you have a right to know whether or not individuals in the judicial system have an oath of office. Okay, yeah, it's public and a bond, because we have to be able to hold them accountable. If there's no oath of office and all this type of stuff, and they're genuinely acting outside of judicial capacity, that's what these people are actually doing. They're hiding behind immunity, but they're really acting outside of the judicial capacity. They're acting as their own individual selves, harm and hurt people. Okay, and a lot of my cases actually involve stalking, intimidation, coercion, threat. I even have Maureen Duffy calling my own physician in Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Reginald Fowler. She's called him. She wrote that in her ruling. And she was outreaching, trying to call my motherfucking my son's uncle. For what? To ask about my son and his mental health. I'm like, what the fuck? That's my family. He's not this doctor. Who the fuck does Maureen Duffy think she is? Okay. It's actually very scary. It's really creepy. Okay. She had no right to do that. Who gave her his number? Like, what? Okay, that's the type of shit that's going on. Okay. And you also need to know that there was a affidavit of disqualification also put by Jeffrey Maggie of the Columbus, Ohio Common Pleas Probate Court. Case number 6165330. We'll get to that case a little bit later. You'll find that all these individuals are in the Southeast Mental Health William Chief Operating Officer and Susan Villillo, Baton Franklin County. They're covering up false claims and HIPAA high-tech data privacy breach. They're sending out your health information under unencrypted emails and bullshit like that. Yeah, your sensitive mental health information as well. Billing Medicare for services that they do not render in patients, like my son anyway. They don't any fucking thing about counseling services, but they got paid for the shit. Just go ask Ohio Attorney General fraud investigator Deidre Davis. She came by my house. She had the whole long sheet of paper with every motherfucker that was filling this pay her this shit. Okay, so lots of my shits is Rico Bay. Now let's get to this one here. I'm just gonna go through it very quickly. This is Clark versus Blueprint Investments LLC et al. The et al. Is Aaron McDaniel, Whitney Ramsey, Rashad Anderson, and actually their very own attorney, Alex Castle. Alex Castle is a bad apple attorney. Yeah. Yes, no integrity whatsoever. Practice for him, that's routine pattern. He files unlawful convictions on individuals, and he both face past lies and pleadings and things like that, makes false statements and misrepresentations. Yeah, he really does. It's ongoing, it's continuing now to this day. Okay, he did it in not just this case, but an alternate case as well. Yeah, and it's continuing. The Ohio Bar Association has all the awareness of any and everybody that I mentioned here. If it's a state actor, judge, or judge magistrate, they know, okay? Most Bar Association knows as well, okay? The Ohio Attorney General's office knows as well, okay? Sharon Brown, constituent advocate knows. Joyce Davey, constituent advocate, their offices know. Everybody that's supposed to be somebody that can intervene and make the shit stop knows. All these different judges at every court tier knows that legal crimes are occurring, with that after state actors, judges, and judge magistrates of other court entities, such as emergency courts, they're interfering in civil violence. They're opening your mail, they're mutilating, they're ripping them up, they're destroying, all that type of stuff. They're violating federal law. Yeah, all these people are in the conclusion together. Yeah, and it's a huge cover up right now. Okay, so they've all gotten together to ensure that my cases don't get adjudicated there as a matter of law, right? Findings of fact, conclusions of law. Okay, before a neutral tribunal like a jury. So now you have to be the jury. You have to be the jury. This has happened to me time and time and time again. Okay, it's that I don't get the opportunity to be heard. All right. This total violation of procedural standard process, equal protections. These are U.S. constitutional rights being deprived under public law, every single one of them. And when someone comes along and takes your rights of life, liberty, property, and pursuit of happiness, every single one of your fundamental inherent non-given rights away that lie under this Constitution, the American contract, you're a slave. You're a slave. Yeah, so I can't have a voice. These motherfuckers aren't giving me notices and all this type of stuff. They're just doing whatever the hell they want to do. And now that I'm out there speaking up and speaking out about it, and then I'm also a huge advocate for multiple populations and they keep harming and letting me know what's really going on. There's a lot of grant fund fraud as well. Yeah, going on, and I outline a lot of this type of stuff in these cases, and you guys need to know about it because they're trying to know it. This guy, Algernon Marley, he's a tyrant, he's a bully, he's a dictator, authoritarian. He's trying to strong arm me. He is saying that I can't move forward on any of my cases. He's going to stay with all my cases. There's 9 in this particular court, stating that I can't come back and say anything until I go and get an attorney, an Ohio attorney, and the attorney needs to put a statement. No, bitch, no. I have a right. See how they're violating my rights? I have a right to represent myself as pro se. I'm still your attorney. You're not going to control me. He's trying to get me to contract with this corporation. No, I'm not gonna do that. You can't force me into that. I'm not gonna cross the bar, baby. I don't know who the fuck you think you're fucking with. Algernon Marley. Algernon Marley. It's a rogue and a black robe. Okay, that's what he is. He's a rogue and a black robe. He needs to recuse off of this particular case. This particular part of the court, whoever is here, it's actually interfering with my balance. I send things certified and also overnight with signature, and they're signing for things. They're getting it. They're not putting it on. These are proper pleadings. Okay, and even if it wasn't proper, they're to send it back and then tell you how to perfect or how to correct what the reasoning behind or the rationale why they were not valid. Okay, they're not doing that. Okay, so I had to bring it to get eyes on them. So the shit that's going on now, all my cases, you'll see that as Court of Appeals 6th Circuit is on board now because I had to file judicial misconduct and written mandamus on these motherfuckers because of what they're doing. They're not giving me meaningful access to the court. Joseph's discriminating against me. Okay. But not letting me have access to this particular case monitor. Okay, I can't file electronically because they want to monitor every single thing that I'm putting in motions and types and things like that. So it doesn't get on the case record because this is the bar deal protecting one another. Okay, because these are all Rico crimes. Okay, they're all going to end up going to prison. And anybody that jumped on your coattail, yeah, I've already told on federal investigators. Okay, I'm actually was first whistleblower retaliation, and anybody that wants to keep getting on their coattail. They know about the Rico crimes. I go ahead and just update the narrative to the different federal agencies that I've already reported them to. So definitely the IRS knows about every single one of these cases, okay, of everything that's going on. If there's any type of fraudulent tax fraud or anything that's going on that's public corruption, and organized crime wise, the 39.9A has been filled out and 211. And then I made a really, really great narrative and give it all the case information and link everything together, and I continue to update that so that individuals that want to be a part of this, they go to prison, participate in Rico as a co-conspirator or an accomplice, and they want to aid and abet in all these cases and shit like that. We're going to go ahead and make sure that they get their prepared to get them sale and purchase and everything like that together as well, okay? Yeah, so no problem, no problem. The clerk was funded with my, shit here. Yeah, we let Mo know already, so, I don't know who you are, if you're KM or SH or J, whatever, whoever signed off on my documents and stuff like that. That the, US Postal Service has logged in and everything like that, that's around with the US Postal Service, that's federal, mail fraud. Using these electronic filing systems and shit like that to continue these corruptive patterns of, practice. That's wire fraud, baby, okay, that's what's going on, these are state actors, honey. Judges and judge magistrates, some without a oath of office and bond, in fact, okay, all up and through the court system, especially in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio specifically. Okay, imposters, treason type shit, this is what they're doing, they're all in cahoots and collusion with each other, okay, and these lawyers that have a network with these different businesses and corporations are all committing frauds, okay, it's a lot of different frauds, and they all get revealed in a lot of my cases, right? Make sure you pay close attention to these cases, you go and look at them yourself, right? So in this particular case here, this is whistleblower retaliation. Yes, but it's also an issue with the landlord. It has to do with fair housing. It has to do with American disability rights. It has to do with personal injury and all this type of shit. But the attorney on this particular case is Alex Castle. And Ohio attorney Alex Castle was on another case in Franklin, Ohio, to care of his people with her to ensure that my property was not a security deposit. By the time we would have made it to court, it would have been like 2 times that they stole that. I didn't get the opportunity to come in and my grievances redress. They made sure that, okay. So she found summary judgment, which is a actual tactic, just so you know, in favor of the defendants, which would have been Christian Watertown and County Neon. Alex Castle was representing them at the time. All right, so yeah, she ensured that I was able to participate in discovery. She did not compel discovery, all of this, okay? So, and a case record had all kinds of, material facts all up and through there, but she wouldn't let me come in and have a voice and nothing like that. When the lower tier court actually dismissed a claim that I had from County Municipal Court, James Judge Green, in 2 West BGC 0711, that was dismissed, my counterclaim was dismissed without prejudice. That means it wasn't adjudicated on the matter. Okay, but what they do, people, is they get information and they spin it into halves and webs of lies. Okay, I say it time and time again, right? So that the scale of justice tilts in favor of them. They find case law that will support their version of the story. They don't tell the whole story, okay? But they know the whole story. They know the whole truth. The truth lies with me because I have all the material tribal facts, and I'm asking to be heard by a neutral tribunal to be a jury. Okay, they don't care about either side. They're gonna be fair, they're not gonna be biased, and, yeah, they're gonna be impartial, right? But these judges, they stay on the cases and stuff like that, especially where you'll see that one of their own in the bar, might be doing for, behaviors that are unethical, unprofessional, illegal. In this particular instance, Michael Casones at the, was an attorney too. He was at the board to report that this court filing unlawful evictions and just paying a severe land retaliation and stuff like that. That was the 2021 CG 020711 case. Okay, we had to alert Frank County Municipal Court. I need the red to have thrown out on the street and set out. I did not contact with the mutual Amazon and let them know that I had lied about his client and Christian Watertown and participating in home insurance fraud. Yeah, but why would I retract it? That's what he does. Taxes can. So he bails out those claims. So that's the claims put to make for this incident dates and only increases the conditions in the place and have a safe hazardous. He knows this, okay? But then he will just only pay the $65 okay. Because the ultimate goal is to get the insurance company to renovate those properties and things like that, okay? And I have all the text messages, I have all the proof of where Christian Watertown actually sent to me and admitted. Listen, don't tell the insurance company when they send the contractor out. Don't tell them when it's an vendor, whatever, that this been going on for a long time and continuous, all going because they won't pay for it. I already told them that this started on August the 7th, so just tell them that. No, I'm not gonna tell them that. That I was saying, my so sent me a letter, this fucking letter, they threatened me that I need to go track that shit. You will have me set out on the street. And they can't have you set out on the street because they're in collusion with the magistrates and shit like that. So they'll make up bullshit lies and stuff like that. That's exactly what's going on. It's been going on. At that time, Alex Castle that you see here, he was working for so long, right? And then what happened was I ended up having to let the court know in a motion to vacate because I signed an agreement under duress. in a motion to vacate that, I had to let the court know in a memorandum of support everything that was actually going on, all the crime schemes, all the insurance fraud, the retaliation case that Tierra Ross actually had their city attorney acting like she was gonna do something, and also the pending case that was already in the Franklin County court at the same time as the unlawful eviction, which was 2021 H0600439. That particular case, the city of Columbus, through different part, bringing that news to claim that was totally based on all of my complaints that I had submitted to the city of Columbus by way of the service request, everyone.gov, with code enforcement, was involved, code enforcement had issued all these code violations against printing products out of all county deals for 2951 place rooms for Bahama. Anybody out there interested in this, you literally can just contact Rico.gov and ask them to send you by email, Columbus, Ohio, code enforcement, right? Ask them to send you all of the complaints that were filed for 2951 covered in place from his Merkel Ohio 40068. And in all of those complaints, you were able to get the full picture of everything that went on. I even asked them why they're not doing anything about this. Why are they allowing this? These individuals ignored all of the code violations. Okay, we live in hell, but all the rent and everything is paid. So that's what happens. You end up paying all of your rent, doing what you're supposed to be, holding up your end of the bargain. There is no landlord tenant types of protections in place to Tierra Ross, supposed to bring retaliation and all of this against them. I had to let the court know all this shit. What was really happening in this particular case and what was happening in that case too, these are severe landlord retaliation cases, right? What's underlying and what's the issue of these cases? It's a housing issue. What these people are doing, the city of Columbus and the city council, with their city attorneys, they're actually in the city council, that's the city council, they're applying for these federal grants for housing support, claiming that tenants have protections under a particular ordinance that's tenant protections against landlord retaliation. And that's not true, it's a lie. That particular ordinance that started in 2018 was found unconstitutional in 2021, which the city of Columbus, the city councils, and also attorney Tierra Ross, they absolutely deserve this. Tierra Ross told the Ohio Supreme Court disciplinary that she was currently working with the city council to get a new ordinance in place to protect tenants from landlord retaliation. She told them that back in 2022. Okay. Well, you'll never be able to get anything that's going to allow a tenant to do any fucking thing against the landlord for retaliation with the city considering it because it's found unconstitutional as a 14th Amendment constitutional right violation. So you can never violate someone's constitutional rights, fundamental rights, and stuff under the US Constitution. So I don't know what the fuck Tierra Ross thought she was working on. Okay, this is all live. Okay, but yet they're still filing for that grant. They're still putting in application and proposal for that particular grant. They recently did one for 2023 as well with that same shit in there, talking about this ordinance for tenants, protecting them against landlord retaliation from 2018, and it was adopted again in 2023. That's fine. So it's both that's fine. It doesn't exist. Stephanie Mingo, Franklin County, Franklin County Municipal Court and City of Columbus versus Walter Hyman. Yeah, she found that unconstitutional. Okay, so you can look that up. That's Franklin County Municipal Court, Columbus, Ohio, City of Columbus versus Walter Hyman. Yeah, it's like, what is it? Shoot, I can't change my screen right now. I don't think, but it's like 2020 ERB 07192 or something like that. Yeah, but they're still getting monies and stuff like this fraud scheme setting. Okay, so that's why the severe retaliation against me for advocating for myself in certain personal situations is so severe, is because when I get to talk about what's going on, I reveal other things that can actually get these individuals in trouble with the federal government and the fraud teams. Okay. It's all fraud teams. So make sure you look at every single case. Make sure you go through and look at all of this. Do you see here? There's a complaint file. I got objections on here. I have an affidavit of disqualification for Algernon Martin. The sewer he got mad. The sewer he got pissed. Okay, on 513. Okay, so then he got mad and he retaliated against me, and he didn't need to be a fictitious litigator because he's pissed that I'm exposing him here. He's not done anything with this case, okay, at all. Okay, he's not an Article 3 judge, obviously, seemingly, right? He doesn't have an oath of office. He doesn't appreciate that it's being outed, okay? He's a piece of shit, and him and Kimberly A. Jones and a lot of other state active judges and judge magistrates are actually violated by US constitutional rights, all of them, each and every one of them, especially since it expensive process and protection, okay? Yeah. They're doing it on purpose. They know exactly what they're doing before they do it, and they do it anyway, okay? Yeah, so that's a federal crime. Yeah, they're acting under individual capacity, they're liable to me, right? Now, when you do something sui sponte like this, and you say somebody's fictitious, you need to give them the opportunity to respond. I didn't have the opportunity to respond. And then just the basic amendment right, but since your Sixth Amendment right, I mean, you can face your accuser. And you're accusing me of being a fictitious litigator. I have a right to confront and cross-examine you about this, and you have the burden of proof, okay? You can't prove that. Every single thing that I put in any court is actually bona fide, okay, in good faith, meritorious, and grounded in what? Cognizant of the basis of law, all right? Now, if you don't know, and you don't fucking tell me that I have to find a attorney, or I can't have a shit heard. What does he think he is? He's a bully, he's a tyrant, he's a dictator, he's out of here, okay? He's probably a narcissist, okay? And he's probably giving his family members to heal. It's very, very, very controlling, okay? And he's trying to strong arm me here. He hasn't even answered anything on this, not the objections. He never did answer no damn disqualification. Okay, here's my amended complaint here. He didn't do anything about this, answer this motion to vacate, motion for reconsideration, another objection here. All right, so whatever the fuck his orders and stuff are, all right? So then this notice of appeal, they were interfering with all my balance. Yeah, and sending them back and sending that particular order for being fictitious. They were sending it, but they were opening up my mail, attaching that order, highlighting it in green, sending it back in the original envelope, not filing it. They were getting certified mail, they were getting mail with signature and all that. I have all the tracking stuff, okay? That's mail fraud. That's what they're doing to keep me out of the courts and to keep this from the public, okay? But I end up having to go higher with the US Court of Appeals Sixth Circuit and tell them. So they're the ones that made sure that this notice of appeal got on the record. I even emailed this over to the US District Court of Ohio Southern Division Eastern District, okay? I even emailed. Yeah, yeah, they don't, these motherfuckers is playing, these are falsers, these are imposters, this is treason, this is really big and you need to pay attention to it because this is what they're doing and this is not okay. I'm severely harmed, severely. This ain't the only case. He did this in every single case. Okay, so now as you can see, you got the appeal. Then I also put a writ mandamus on here, okay, because they need to intervene and to make him refuse off of this shit. He is biased, he is prejudiced, okay? He cannot be impartial at all, okay? And he's actually covering up legal crimes, and he's doing it on purpose. He's protecting these bar dealers, right? But what he did, he just logged something as a purpose here, okay? And he's aiding and abetting. He's an accomplice. Yeah, he actually is. So it's kept with HOs and any other judge that's in any case that knows that I said I'm a whistleblower, it's whistleblower retaliation, because these are Rico, any and everybody that had the awareness, they did not go and tell the appropriate authorities about what's going on to get eyes on this. You're all in trouble. You're all co-conspirators and accomplices. Yes, you're aiding and abetting every single person, everybody. So they're all going to do minimum of 10 years in prison, probably, okay? Yep. So don't care about it when they get on here crying and everything like that. Don't give a fuck, okay? Because they're wasting your taxpayer dollars because they started all these fights and shit like that in the court, okay? Their lies and their frivolous filings and misrepresentations. I mean, really, a lot of this shit is actually fake and fraudulent that they're putting in the court. And they can't prove. They just thought I was a dummy. They didn't know I knew how to fight back. Okay, because most like people don't, and or they can't ever figure out what it is and what's the tactics and stuff that they're utilizing that they're able to just totally snatch all their rights away. But it looks, everything that they're doing looks good on paper. Everything looks legitimate, but it's actually not. It's just the illusion. Okay, but the material and true trial facts are actually kept out, and these matters don't truly genuinely get adjudicated on the mirror as a matter of law. Yeah. Okay. Findings of facts and conclusions of law. Okay, and there's people that are still suffering that need to have their grievances redressed as into parties to the facts. Okay. Yeah, for real. That's what the fuck's going on here. Okay. In every one of my cases. So you need to know about it. Okay. All right. And I would appreciate somebody speaking up and speaking out about what's going on and supporting someone like me that's out there actually advocating for civil liberties and things like that are being taken away from people. My advocacy isn't just for myself and my son and my family members and people that I know and love. It's for everybody out here. This is going to make a difference. This is what true leaders and true change agents do. Okay. And I'm not going to lay down. You're not going to take everything from me and have me enslaved. You're calling my family members, you're tracking me, you're coming by my house, invading my privacy and seclusion. Okay. You're harassing. Okay. And doing all this, you're fear mongering and everything else. This is Melissa Coffin, it's Eric Warback, Jeffrey Mackey, It's Melissa Kaufman. Monica Harris is over there too. She's a clerk over there at Franklin County Court of Common Pleas in Columbus, Ohio. She identifies herself as an assistant to Maureen fucking Duffy. On some documents, she intercepted one of my valleys for request for findings and fact and conclusions of law. And Maureen Duffy told her to send that back to me, instructing me to sign it in blue ink and then mail it back. That's the bullshit that these motherfuckers are doing, okay? All right. I have to tell the Ohio Bar Association to have that filed with the fucking document. Then Monica Harris is also signing off on documentation that she's a deputy clerk. So which is it? I mean, what the fuck? It's all kinds of fraud schemes going. What type of games and shit is really going on? I mean, what's really the fuck going on? Okay. Got these bitches sitting up here with all the oath of office or bonds and shit like that. Jeffrey D. Mackey sent something in there to the Supreme Court of Ohio Chief Justice Sharon L. Kennedy talking about he can produce that upon request. Well, it's being requested, so where the fuck is it? Okay, you don't have one. They've already told him that he doesn't have one, okay? But he has a certificate, a commission of the governor, but he does not have an oath of office, okay, seemingly. So where is it? We need to see it. Okay, in public, you need to demand it. Neither does Kimberly A. Joseph, neither does Algernon Bartley, neither does Maureen fucking Duffy. Okay. All right, the clerk of course told me that they don't have hers either. Okay. All right, so where is it? The treasurer says they don't have no bonds for nobody. Who's got the bonds? The treasurer's supposed to have the magistrate, the probate court judge is on bond. They said the email said they don't have it. The Supreme Court Justice of Ohio Chief Legal Counsel that outlined the requirements, statutory requirements for having a post office. Says you don't have Algernon, you don't have Kimberly, they don't keep the ones for the federal judges, he said. They don't have nobody's, okay. He also said, check with the US's report itself of Ohio Southern to see if they have it, they should have it. They told me that they received my request. And then someone else, KH or SM, told me that that they don't have it, but I actually needed to outreach administrative offices out there in Washington, D.C. They've sent it a written request for it, and I did. I wrote that out, and I sent a copy of all the email threads and everything like that, where they said that they don't have it. And that was over a month or two ago, and I still haven't received anything back in. So Algernon Martin got pissed off that somebody's asking for his oath and his bond, as if somebody's searching for something that they don't have a right to do. He doesn't understand enough that he's in that role, in that position, because the citizens out here, or whatever you want to call it, the people pay his fucking salary, and they pay for the operations that go on in that motherfucking court. Now, I might be indigent in this particular situation, but I haven't always been. Okay, I pay plenty of taxes. Okay, I've been paying it for over the motherfucking years and shit. But I'm indigent because in another case that you will see, my job was actually taken from me. Okay, wrongfully. I was participating in protected activities. In fact, okay, EOCE and a House Rights Commission and also the whistleblower retaliation. Okay, they fired me. They got the summons. Okay, unlawfully, and they had every opportunity to let Job Family Services on unemployment. They could have proved their case or whatever the fuck, and they never did. They gave them plenty of chances to prove their case, okay? And they couldn't prove Jackson shit. I've never had a bad performance review. I've never done shit wrong whatsoever. They fired because I was exposed to their racism, their bullshit, and their discrimination, retaliation, all that against based on race and discrimination. I mean, they disability, yeah. I mean, so what? Okay. That's 2:22 CB 02519. That's where that fucking originated. And what you'll find with that particular thing, it's still ongoing right now, because what happened was this lawyer just got to take a look for next $15,028 of my overall settlement of amount from the PLC charged 532 Yes, they did. They granted that criminal conversion, and it's tax fraud in that too. Yeah, that's Fitz Law Firm, Clark versus Fitz Law Firm, Clark versus CBS Health Pharmacy Link. I'm even what CBS Health Pharmacy Link is. They wasn't even my employee. They're just some random company that came along, gave the fake frivolous remittance advice, pretending that Spitz Law Firm was their corporate vendor. But Spitz, obviously, Brian Spitz, real great Schumacher, sent him a fucking fake ass invoice over there, pretending and playing. How many other times have they built up these fictitious business relationships and doing all this type of shit and with these tax fraud schemes? We need to look into this. IRS, they done the IRS knows. Okay. Yeah, they stole my money. Talking about Brian Spitz and Spitz Law Firm has some type of charge in lien. There's no lien, there's no cash bond, there's not shit. Well, shit. And Spitz Law Firm, Brian Spitz, Liberation, I don't have any actual work, no evidentiary work, no discovery, no court costs. I'm indigent, okay? No funding costs whatsoever. They never fact shit, they never wrote a letter, they never put a motion of pleading or brief, they never did deposition, they never participated in any type of fucking discovery. They don't have shit, they can't show shit, that's why they didn't show shit. Because, you would have to show shit in a real court of law, quantum merit, that's how you look at shit, like there was a, dispute over fees and stuff like that, but there could be to Chris Brown, Judge Chris Brown, they're butt fucking him and whatever, fucking they butt fucking each other and playing, sword fighting with their dicks, I mean, I really don't fucking know. They got it from the conclusion, and that's what he did to me, found summary judgment, same with, Karen Phipps is a whole fucking tactic to keep you out when they know that you got the material facts and shit like that. They don't want to shit on the public record because they're the culprits, they're the defendants, okay, they're the true criminals, and they don't want anybody to know what they're up to and what they're doing, these fraud fucking schemes and all of that, right? That's Judge Chris Brown. That's Frank County Court of Common Pleas 22CD 0078666, fake, frivolous, fraudulent misrepresentation of an interpleader, it's just disguised interpleader that Ohio attorney Alex for the members of PC filed in the motherfucking court, running up judicial costs, fucking around with taxpayer dollars, wasting, right? They're fictitious. Litigators, not me, honey. All my shit, I'll tell the truth, and I can prove it. Fictitious person, litigator files frivolous shit. Just to be fucking around and harassing somebody. That's what they do to me. They threw me in the court with their frivolous filings, harassing, irritating me, trying to cause me harm. They're filing it in bad faith with malicious intentions, and it's just true. But they don't let me come in and defend myself and show all of the material facts and all of my evidence, which is actually substantive to the neutral parties, the jury. Objective eyes. Where they don't care either way, they're just gonna base everything on the facts and the law. Yeah, absolutely, and you'll be able to see for yourself when you really delve a little bit more, take a dive into these cases as you should, because it's gonna affect you, your loved ones, your children, and your children's children. So we have to change the course of the judicial system as it is now, because right now it's actually changing. These are your fault. And they're stalking me, and stalking my family. They actually called my uncle, I said Dr. Benjamin Fowler, and they're like, why would you be calling? I really can't understand it. Wow. And Marie Duffy, that judge magistrate that comes so high on for the common food probate related to 61650 case. Why would you even type that out in your ruling that you actually did that? I don't give you permission to do that. And my son has all his mental faculties. He's actually not incompetent. He was at one point. It's actually not. Okay. And really is able to do everything. Okay. So he can, his activities of daily living, he does that. His instrumental activities of daily living, he does that. He has no cognitive or functional impairments. He doesn't need 24-hour care or anything like that. He actually doesn't have any mandates or orders on him. He doesn't have any warrants or anything else. He's not a harm to himself and others, nothing like that. The reason why I applied for guardianship, which he did have to improve, was to be more of an advocate for him and have a legal standing in arenas where I might need to help him advocate for himself and the interest in his own best interest, where he might not know how or whatever just yet. Okay. But guardianship probably wasn't the right way to go. I probably should have did like our attorney. I don't know. But right now, Jeffrey D. Becky, Maureen Duffy, also called the airport back, Monica Harris, they have my son enslaved. They're slave. And they also have me enslaved, and they're tracking us, coming by unannounced, invading our privacy and seclusion. They're calling, like I said, my phone in another state, trying to get into my son's medical information, but health information. There is no authorization. He doesn't even know that they're doing that. There's nothing that he has signing away his right to anybody. Even though they believe they have total jurisdiction, you cannot just invade into someone's entire life. You can't revoke all of their liberties, okay, their right to life, liberty, property, and pursuing happiness just because they might be a so-called. You can't do that. That's still slavery. Okay? You definitely just can't be outreaching their family members and tell you to. But in fact, you're invading on the privacy and seclusion and private matters of the individual, like Dr. Rico Fowler, my uncle. You invaded on his privacy. You're searching him down. I didn't give you his phone number. So how did you get his phone number? That means you're searching him down. Did you Google his name? Like, what are you doing? I really genuinely do not understand what that woman is doing. She's stalking, okay? So that is not good because that means she's hunting my son. She's hunting my family, seeking to find people who live in a whole other state. And then Melissa Crawford was assisting constantly back to back calling my daughter, my son's sister. No one has the authorization and asking for my son's personal phone number. He never authorized that whatsoever. And my daughter basically said, I don't have his permission to give up his number. You see, they're seeking personal information. They're utilizing the courts as their enterprise to commit these crimes, these patterns of corrupted behaviors, all right? A lot of these cases, like I said, you're gonna find any and everything that you can possibly think of that is wrong in these people. Here you are, and it's cahoots and collusion. This is what they do to retaliate. These are the tactics that they do to shut you up. And they have friends and shit like that in the courts that hold the key. Right. So they got these lawyers that's in cahoots with the judges. The judges can make the decisions like Marine, he should put me on the guardianship of my son after Lady Williams and Susan out of Norfolk County stuff was nothing about big frivolous misrepresentation of form of complaint. And, you know, when you do that, when you file a complaint, you have a complaint, and you have the burden of proof. So you will have to come to the hearing, you have to prove what you said. Well, the hearing was December 13, 2023. There's a CD recording of the hearing, by the way. So all these lies and stuff that Mackie just showed his response to the affidavit of disqualification, and also all the lies that Marie Duffy told in her ruling. Yeah, they said I told them that my son had moved permanently to Atlanta, Georgia. They never said that. That's a lie. So there's a recording. Okay. And they should have actually transcribed that recording. And it should be transcribed anyways, it's sent over to the Court of Appeals. Because I appealed Marie Duffy's decision. It's in Ohio Court of Appeals District. What is it? I think it's 248P000-193, maybe. You want to keep an eye on that. I'll probably try to pull that up and come up in another video as well. Yeah, this associated case to a lot of the frivolous shit that Castle does. It's actually an appeals too. So this one I had actually removed from the state court because I have a rent escrow in the state court. It's 2024 CPR 00955, where all my rent is in an escrow. And what Alex Castle did, he moved my rent to escrow, but went and filed an unlawful eviction stating that it's not payment of rent. He already knew that my rent was in escrow. Okay. That one was 2024 CBT 012030. That's the first one. It's all retaliation. Okay. Then when he seen that didn't work, he's in cahoots and collusion with the clerk like Elizabeth Varner, supervisor over there at the Franklin County Municipal Court. He's in cahoots and collusion with her and any other administrative staff over there. Okay. So then he filed another one and had them reassign another case number saying that it's a layover. It's not layover, it's not the risk not paid, it's not anything. Okay. Even if the initial 1 year lease contractual agreement ends, it defaults to month to month, and the same contractual agreement, outline clauses or whatever is still applicable in the month to month. So the rent stays the same unless there's some alternate agreement, all of this type of shit. It stays the same. So they're gonna follow about the same rules or whatever, right? So there's no month to month end tenancy notice or 30-day notice to vacate, nothing. If that had been done, then that would constitute layover. None of that exists in anything. Everything is retaliation. Everything is retaliation. Okay. It's whistleblower retaliation, then it's retaliation. Even Aaron McDaniel, he's a property owner. What he does, he takes he has housing fees in the rent, but the housing fees go to the housing association, but it's actually theft. There's no services that are rendered. He doesn't maintain the property. He doesn't do any fucking thing. Okay. It's inhabited, it's unsafe, it's hazardous. Okay. And in the housing association, we don't even know if they're getting the fucking fees, but they're not maintaining any grounds and they're not doing anything either. He's saying that they're doing, they're stealing the shit. They're saying that he's not paying. I mean, you know, whatever. So we're gonna sue all the motherfuckers. Okay. And then he's discriminatory. Every single tenant out here has certain rights that I don't have. And that I don't have. He admitted that it's not him that's discriminating, that it's actually the housing association that's discriminating. He actually put that in the email. He said he's gone to the housing association about your concerns about this discriminating practice. discriminatory practices or whatever. Pretty much is what he's saying. That we do not agree with them, but they're not gonna do whatever. They're not gonna treat me like they do everybody else. Yeah, so, yeah, we're suing them. And we actually sued them in the Ohio Court of Common Pleas, Franklin County. In 2-4, CV 001652. But we removed that case along with Franklin County Court of Common, Franklin County Municipal Court case, because it's everything. Everything is also, this is great investments, that's what he has to do with the Secretary of State. And, he does have the deed to this place too. We contacted Franklin County. We have the deed to the place as well. We have the deed to every place that he owns, okay? Which, he didn't know that in Rico, this was he's participating, all that shit's getting ready to seize. Yeah, so he's not gonna be able to do whatever the fuck he's doing in real estate any fucking more. Because he's participating in Rico crimes, yeah, corrupted practices and shit like that. With Alex Castle and all that shit. These are real estate, housing, schemes and stuff like that, right? So any of these properties or any shit that they got, it's going to RBCs in Rico. Okay? So, yeah, they fuck with the wrong ones, not the wrong bitch, but it's all good. It's okay. One way or another, I'm gonna get my grievances redressed in my arms. Okay, this is very, very severe. There needs to be some major consequential and punitive damages on that shit. Okay, make sure that other motherfucker don't come along with the same shit again. If you're an attorney out here, a lawyer, if you think about law school, don't you ever get into this shit. And this is great for you guys to be looking at and learning from. It's got everything all encompassing every single one of my cases. Okay, this is housing. Okay, this is unlawful evictions. This is fraud in the court. Frivolous conduct, frivolous violence, false statements, all this type of shit. Okay, this whistleblower retaliation. Okay, this is a collusion for all the swindlers. Right there, Fraser Rice and the code law. Okay, all of them really are. But this motherfucker is small. Let's say kind of shit. Castle and Michael Son and collusion with Karen Phipps. Then that was 226-362-0. Court of Common Pleas. He's doing the same shit again now that he's over at Griffith Law with Charles Griffith found out frivolous fake ass shit in Franklin County Municipal Court unlawful evictions. Like when it's a rent escrow program. And how you gonna put an eviction on my name and the rent's paid? You said non-payment of rent. Now that shit don't show up on my shit trying to hinder my housing opportunities. So they do that shit on purpose, okay? But then you gotta go do some collusion with Elizabeth Warner over there and whoever else and folks over there. And had to put another one in for layover. And that was 2024 0159662. Okay, it's all frivolous, it's all bullshit, and that one should have been consolidated. This motion to consolidate with the record. Rent escrow program is a fraud program. Okay, there's no reason why rent should be in there. There's a fixture for non-payment of rent. Okay, and there's no layover. There's none of that. And all the court and all of this, I put several notices in here. Have the motion to consolidate so everybody knows all of this is together. They're ignoring it. It's Michael Wright, it's Jared Skinner, it's James Judge Green, it's Jody Thomas. I mean, it's all kinds of judges. I end up having to make an extreme effort and email them all. Officer Stephanie Mingo, she's environmental because these people have been stalking. I mean, by the home and stuff like that, unannounced, fear mongering, coercion. It's the same type of shit. And all this harassment and stuff like that. They kept having the bailiffs and deputy bailiff, and this was MP come by here putting these notices on and harassing. Even after the case was removed from federal court, they knew it would have been removed, but they still kept ruling to keep getting me out. They knew that it was removed. And in fact, you can go and look at the appeals of that particular case, 2024 CPD 015962, that was unlawful eviction. Gina Russo, she claims that she's a community judge. She's not a bit more community judge, honey. She's against one of the populations and tenants. Okay, she's actually a really good at black robe. Okay, yeah, she's a whole piece of shit bitch. Don't ever vote for any of these motherfuckers again. I'm telling you right now. Okay, all of them knew about everything that's going on. They know about this council. They know about the Rico. They know about whistleblower retaliation. They know about what they did before. They know every fucking thing. This is just about the bar guild covering for each other and protecting each other. Okay, and still harming vulnerable populations of people. They try to keep me out of my house because I'm telling them, okay, ain't that stupid? Just take responsibility and become accountable for your actions. I mean, that's what you're doing to people when they come into court, aren't you? You're holding them, everybody else accountable for the bullshit that they're doing, right? Yeah, it's fraud in the courts, honey, and they're using your taxpayer dollars and everything to do the shit. They don't want you to know the truth, okay? That's why I have to come into these videos, all right? I'm on TikTok and everywhere. I got platforms on Facebook, like Twitter, everywhere. Somebody gonna know about it, somebody gonna do something about it too, and you best believe that the right eyes are on the shit, okay? Federal investigators know about the shit, they ask about the court cases and shit like that, okay? So why they keep doing the bullshit, I really don't know. But you need to know if anything happens to my family, it's all these motherfuckers that did it, okay? They did be riding down here, so I got them all on surveillance and their license plate number and all that type of shit. Next person comes to my home in the next, so, yeah, I don't feel safe, so I don't know what's gonna happen to you. And I'm armed, so, I don't know, at your own risk, right? I don't know. Yeah, but, go look at appeals. This particular case is, linked to Green County Court of Common Pleas 2400165 so at Aaron McDaniel for the Wilshire's personal injury, I was injured on this, like property, and this discriminatory practices. That's race disability, type of shit, right there too, and a true personal injury. Where I fell on the ice in the snow, shit like that here, because this housing association lady right here refused to do mine. Okay, but they charging the housing association fees as well, so they charging me fucking fees, shit, not doing shit. I don't pay him all my rent, he's getting all the fucking benefits, but I'm holding up my end of the line. If he's not, he don't want to be held accountable or hold this housing association accountable and stuff like that. That's not okay. That's not fair. That's not fair. Not gonna allow it. You're not gonna do that. Sorry. So, what else? Okay, that one is linked here, and then also these three cases are actually linked to this too. Franklin County Municipal Court 2024 CBR 009565. That's a rent escrow. Okay, that rent escrow is a form of program that we have over here. Rent escrow program is in the same building for the county municipal court, but it doesn't actually talk to the eviction court. They don't. There's no linkages there. They don't communicate. They don't collaborate, which is really bad. It's calls for actually calling put in place for that department as profits. Okay, those profits are ineffective. Okay, and inefficient. Right. These court and profits and programs and shit like that, they're actually administration of this organization and incompetence. Okay, because the reason why they're actually having these programs is not because we help vulnerable populations, not because anything for impact tenant or anything like that. It's fraud to get the federal grants. It's underlying, it doesn't make money laundering, all this type of shit with lawyers and law firms and all this real estate movement and all this, they're all in this shit together. All right, it's Rico. And so on the surface, it's just like, look like landlord, like bullshit, but no, it's just far deeper. That's when you see the level of severity of retaliation. All right, because the way that I write things up and the way that I advocate, it's really bringing out actual crimes that otherwise you probably would not be able to prove. It's very difficult to prove, but everything is here. Okay, in all my cases, that's why they go what they go. But yeah, you'll be able to see it for yourself as well. And you should, because it's public interest, public policy. Yeah, and this is for the sake of justice. Yeah, but that's what matters. Absolutely. But that's why this case belongs in the federal court. Yeah. All my cases belong in federal court. Federal question, constitutionality. Okay, we're talking about rights. We're talking about the Constitution, fundamental rights, inherent, not human rights. All right, it's a guaranteed rights. Okay, lots of that shit. Lots of shit going on. We're not really talking. Right, the public, you have every right to know. Yeah, you should find that suspicious. Let's find that suspicious that these law-abiding folks that are in judicial capacity, if they have these oaths of office that they vow to uphold this constitution. Fact, okay? And if they don't have that, that's awful, right? That means you're an imposter, and it's treat them with that role is actually vacant. Maybe you could be in that role, they're taking your fucking job because they're there. Yeah. But then even if they do have their oath of office, that's even worse because now look what you did, you're a breach of your own oath of office and your vow because look, you're participating in deprivation of rights. And you're going into the bad faith with the to harm someone, okay, to cover your own acts for unethical, professionally actually on the illegal criminal acts that you participate in that warrant you being arrested or to prison. Just like you would hold anybody else accountable out here as a lay person for emotions, you need to be held accountable as well. Like you literally have lawyer settings are still. So like Brian Spitz, Ray Love, Ray Schumacher, Okay, still $15,028. All right, and Brian's business about the infinite. Okay, yeah, and it's a money heist. Richard Diageo and Alex Crumb. Okay, Richard Diageo's in New Jersey. Living in CPC, Alex Crumb lived in CPC, and they were the mastermind. Right? Because if you go look at any of my other videos, you will find out that Richard Diageo is in corporate. He's covering his own ass because he's no mistakes, creating his own multiple liabilities, right? So multiple liabilities. So I went to a lot of people for that he actually did, but he wanted to cover that up because Smith law firm said that it wanted to sue him personally, individually, and Alex problem for what the Giaggio did. Okay, but offered to Smith law firm, telling him that he had $15,000 of my overall settlement amount of money from him and expressed my contractual settlement agreement. Okay, but he never went back and found it. He actually pointed that out and sent me all his revisions in his draft red line, draft track mark document to ensure that I read over and I made started that there was no amount of my total settlement amount of money was allocated to certain law firms because they have a lien, they don't have a attachment bond, they have no work whatsoever. Right? Whatever they were claiming as the creditor, Smith's law firm is going to put a creditor or significant indebtedness. Right? They would need to come into court and actually prove they have the burden of proof because they don't have any fees. They didn't do any work. But if they feel that they did, then they would need to file a claim against me and to court and prove that. And then they get paid for what they're able to prove in monthly merit, right? But that's not the approach that they ought to, because Richard Diageo, he claims two sides of the fence. He already told me that's out from the market told that they already know that they can't put the fees. Keep doing work. So that's why they all sat on the phone or got a meeting or conference call. They said, well, let's try to do this. Let's try to use this interview process. We'll just pretend and act like we really don't know who it belongs to. And that'll get us off the hook, Richard off the hook and shit like that. Then our own clients at the LLC and submit against some corporation won't know the bullshit that Richard was doing behind the scenes and playing both sides of the fence with the PPOC charging party and sending her his draft revisions. He said, as you requested, I took out all of the language specific to allocating Smith's law firm and money and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's proof of all this. Okay, so that's again, these are hand settlement cases, okay? It's already been proven that it's grant that is criminal conversion. CVS Health Pharmacy Inc., which is a different subsidiary of CVS Health Corporation, and Resources LLC. CVS Health Corporation is the parent company, but both of those are subsidiaries. They all have different EIN numbers. CVS Health Pharmacy is not my employer. They were not named in any type of claim or cause of action anywhere. They're not the tortfeasor, so I don't even know who they are. Right, but they came along and they took my $15,028. So my income, they seized it, right? Gain control of it without any provider express consent, right? And they paid it to creditor asserting their indebtedness. All of it every time. They didn't have the authorization or lawful reason to do that or standing whatsoever. And they covered up the crime by creating a fake remittance advice and fictitious business relationship with Smith's law firm. And they sent them an invoice, sent them an invoice and all of that. And they just made it seem as if Smith's law firm was their vendor and had provided some type of services. Services being rendered, the CVS Health Pharmacy made up this bullshit to try to make it look like that whatever services it cost them for 2028. But Richard Diageo of CPC, Newark, New Jersey, he's the one that sent me that check. Sent me a copy of it. He sent me the smoking gun. Richard did. The attorney for CVS Health Corporation and Resources LLC. He sent it to him. He must have wanted me to know. He wanted me to put the crime all together, don't he? So maybe he'll get like a couple of years off in prison because of that or something. I don't know why he did that. Thanks, Richard. You said the smoking gun. That's a smoking gun. Yep. Because in a cleaner, of course, this is focused, this bullshit, this is God. Any money that is in question must be safeguarded. Okay, you see the breach of fiduciary duty here as well. It has to be safeguarded in a trust, in an IOLTA, or court escrow, in fact. But it never was. Court fees and the resources LLC kept the money in. He's not supposed to do that. Right? You can't have ownership of interest in the money. That's in question, right? And you also can't have a liability to one of the defendants that's actually named in But Aetna Resources LLC does, CVS Health Corporation does, in fact, though, right? The corporation. You know, as far as I know, I work for CVS Health Corporation. Pharmacy is different, but I don't know shit about them. But on my kids, that Aetna Resources LLC is paying, so that's what you really have to see. But if you go and you look at 2:22.2519 at this particular report here, report of, it's a U.S. District Report of the Southern Division, you'll see I assume it says CVS slash Aetna, because they merged. But then Richard Aggio made it clear that Aetna was a subsidiary of the CVS Health Corporation, and that on your pay stub, that's who the true employer is, okay? But CVS Health Pharmacy has a totally different EIN number. They're not associated with my PLC charges. They're not associated with my Ohio civil rights charges or my OSHA whistleblower retaliation charge or my actual claim that initiated the civil rights Title 7 Civil Rights Act of 1963 for the discrimination around and protected activities, disability, and race. So that's hands down with. So really, I'm going to put summary judgment motions in, because they just need to go ahead and pay. It's no use keep fucking around, okay? And I've asked Brian Smith's law firm several times to send me my fucking money. And for whatever reason, he wouldn't. I sent him overnight and sent it by courier. You're not to have my money. He's in receipt of stolen property. He's a thief. He's a robber. So it's Richard Greenwell and Greg Schumacher. They all participate in the scheme. They default the court. They utilize the court as their enterprise to participate in this pattern to corrupt practice. And this involves what? Embezzlement, grand theft, conversion, frauds, and swindles. Absolutely. Absolutely. So money laundering? I don't know. Probably. Now tell me, right? So, but none of these people that I name as defendants have even provided an answer on any of these cases yet. We want to hear from them, don't we? Who's going to demand that we hear their answer? Okay? We want to hear from you, Alex Council. Put your answer on here. Alex Council came along in this particular case. He never answered shit. You see an answer to my complaint? What? Let's see. No, but yet he did come along and put a notice of appearance by Alex Jordan Castle, defending Rashad Anderson, Blueprint Investments, and his own self, law offices here, right? And then he put a motion to strike. He wants to strike this and remand it back to the state court. What the fuck do you think you are? How you just gonna come and appear and then put a motion to strike? You haven't even answered this complaint. What do you think you are? Okay, keep an eye on this thing, right? So we'll come back and we'll keep on talking. I'll share another case, but I pretty much gave you a little bit of snippet and insight into a lot of different things going on. But I will highlight individual cases because you have to pay close attention, right? Close attention. Yeah, no, I'm not an attorney, but I did attend Capital University Law School for 15 months for legal nurse consulting, and an additional 6 months for legal nurse, for like year later. And the school is an excellent school, and they actually have A1 top-notch attorneys teaching over there, and they have put me with a lot of great skill set. And one attorney did absolutely say that was her intention, was to equip us with the skill set that will make us one of the speed fine. And if not in the court arena or what for yourself, she said that. Yeah, because really, there are some good attorneys out here. There really are folks out here that are trying to really uphold the law and things like that. And that's really what Capital University Law School stands on. So I believe that probably if anybody that represents that college knows and finds out that any of these attorneys, senior active judges or judge magistrate that might be product of their school, they would not agree, they would not be in line with what they're doing. They would probably be embarrassed and humiliated, in fact. I mean, we have it everywhere, right? In every discipline. In every discipline, they're bad actors. Yeah, just because I'm a nurse or or you're a doctor or you're a pharmacist or you're a lawyer or whatever, doesn't mean that You're just gonna just agree with whatever another lawyer doing. Or I'm not gonna agree with another member, because you're gonna be taken back. Oh my God, why would you do that? Because at first you want to advocate for yourself. Listen, you do have a little bit of bias to it when you're saying discipline of like minded and things like that. And you're like, all right, serious, all right, that's doctor, all right, you know, advocating for them and stuff like that. And anybody coming along saying something, you're like, wait, don't you talk about that nothing. Don't you talk about that? No, 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 no. But then when you begin to delve in, when both sides have been transparent, and you delve in with objective eyes, with the openness to kind of hear and absorb what's going on, and then have those parties substantiate whatever they're saying, these allegations, these presumptions, or whatever, seemingly this is going on, and whatever. But now, if you're able to get facts, material, tribal facts, so well, there's no question of it. Okay, there's no question of it. There's the proof. There's the evidence. So you did what you did, and you're gonna have to be held accountable for it. Take responsibility now. All right, that's what we're looking for in all of our cases. It's just about fairness. That's all, transparency and objectivity. Yeah, you should tribunal to come inside, weigh both sides and facts, boom, by the law, and let be, and move the fuck on, and leave it alone. All of my cases are hands down my cases. I will prevail in each and every one. And they know this. That's why they're trying to keep me out. They won't let me because there is no rebuttal and there's no refute in anything in any of my cases. Nothing. That's why you see that no one's came yet to put an answer on anything. They haven't opposed anything. There's no contrary to anything. There isn't even a motion to dismiss with the affidavit attached or any fucking thing. But you know, they don't want no summary judgments and shit like that. I'm so frivolous. What's his name? Judge Mathis. I mean, yeah, what's the name? Alvin Marvin. The deem me vexatious right here, okay? If I'm so fucking vexatious, they're lying so much. Yeah, tell me what I'm lying about. Why would you put a motion to strike anything on here? Alice Council. Why? Strike what? Why? If I'm lying, it doesn't matter. What you do is you put an answer in and you point out everywhere that I lied. You rather strike it, because I'm telling the truth. And these are civil cases. So of course he doesn't want to answer because it's going to incriminate him in the criminal case, right? It will. Because if he answers anything that says anything here, yeah, and he perjures himself, and I bring that out, which I will. Yeah, so don't worry about that. You know. And yeah, like hands down with a criminal case too, we're all federal investigators as well. Yeah, pretty much. Ding, 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 checkmate. Yeah, I've asked these people to don't fuck with me. I don't play checkers out. Nope. And it's that U.S. district there's a U.S. Court of Appeals since the district is fucking around with civil powers as well. They're gonna find themselves fucked up as well. Right? Yeah. So they told me I had to put in a motion for pauper, for the pauper. Okay, I already put that fucking motion in once. Okay, and they don't want to file it because it says on there, the reason why I'm shit like that, my fucking job was taken away from me. While participating in protected activities, and the affidavit, the financial affidavit, literally asks you who owes you money. Well, I'm 15,028, so it's law firms who should breed love and ratio. Okay, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I say, yeah, motherfuckers fucking with my civil files and everything. I tell it all, everything that I will put. So they don't want to put that on the court case record either. Okay, so what they did was, well, what this person did, her name Kelly Stevens, is it clerk? It's Kelly Stevens or something like that, U.S. Court of Appeals, 6th Circuit. Okay, sending shit back saying I didn't sign. Well, it is signed. It's a pro se signature. You can use the /, then the S, another /, and then your name, first and last name. So it is signed. That motion for proper, former pauper, the first one I sent was signed, and so was a notice of appeal. Okay. But they keep on fucking around because my notices and everything that I put on there, it just tells everything that's going on because that's how I build my cases up. You're not gonna have to build that shit. Yeah, so and then I sent in a second motion, the proper status for the proper, and I put a cover letter on there and I gave her the warning. to stop her practices of civil filing interference, and I applied the statute that she was violating to that, and then I told her that a copy of what I was sending her was also going out to the federal investigators that are already aware of these particular practices in every single court, the material courts and all case numbers, including other state actors and clerks of the courts that have been interfering with civil felons, and that it's an actual mail fraud and things like that. Because she actually was getting ready to tear up the motion for proper status that was their form that she sent me. But let's stop and decided, like, let me just go ahead and send this back and cover. You probably over there ripping up all my stuff or whatever they're doing. I'm not sure, but I have copies of everything. But she went on and sent that back. But then all of a sudden, miraculously, I get a letter that says, "Oh, after further review, these cases are already pauper status." You didn't see that? You don't know that? Who's Gretchen? It's Gretchen. Okay. Gretchen S. Russo, you're the case manager. Did you not see that on every single one of my cases? That I can proceed. I already got a motion for leave here, pauper status. Okay. Okay, I already got this shit here. And then I've already put several motions already up in the damn US district, US Court of Appeals circuit as well. Okay, because I got a writ up there, I got the notice of appeal up there. Okay, you know what I mean? It's judicial misconduct up there, everything on Algernon Martin, Kevin A. Joseph, all this bullshit, all these cases. Why didn't you already know that was already? And why aren't you still counting my motion? Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Okay. I sent copies of everything. So she's on alert, she's on task. And I said, please don't get on the coattail of this. Okay. So all these state actors, these clerks and everything is doing this. Yeah, that's federal mail. You don't mess with that. I think that's a joke. Yeah, but yeah, so pretty much. All right, we'll be back.